When it comes to your general health, your gut functionality is very critical as it affects how the whole body system works, because it all starts at digestion. That is basically from the mouth to the stomach. That is what you're going to talk about today. So if you have any issues that affect your gut or your stomach, anything from inflammatory bowel syndrome, H. pylori, acidity and reflux, or you're just having bloating and constipation, you've definitely clicked on the right video, because in today's video we're going to talk about some of the best gut healing foods that you can incorporate into your day-to-day routine to help you heal your gut. You want to stick around because before the end of this video I will give us tips on how to prepare meals best for someone who has gut issues. When you talk about gut healing foods, you're talking about basically foods that are going to supply with nutrients, micros and macros, and basically the phytonutrients and other minerals that are going to help you heal and repair your gut. On my list of food, number one is basically the foods that are rich in collagen. Why collagen? Because number one, collagen is a protein, and proteins are tasked with repair and cell renewal, and you want your cell renewal activities to be activated as fast as they can, so that when your body is trying to repair itself, it's getting new cells. And you see, for most people suffering from gut issues, they usually have eroded intestines. You want to address that first, because erosion can bring about small issues like anemia, like malabsorption of nutrients, and this can be detrimental. So collagen is very important because it has fibrin and it has elastin that help in keeping things together, and by so doing it is going to help you repair and basically heal back. Some of the foods that are rich in collagen, we have bone broth and basically the oxtail. They also have other minerals like calcium and copper and magnesium that are going to help with the repairing of the intestinal walls. Another thing that you can take up to help you improve your collagen supply is ensuring that you take up whole and complete proteins, because you're going to supply you with the essential amino acids that are going to help in the production, because the body has the ability to produce collagen, but unfortunately this decreases with age and with occurrence of disease. And for people with gut issues, they definitely have reduced production of collagen. So you want to also increase your intake of protein to ensure that you increase your intake of amino acids, so that you can have adequate supply of the amino acids to produce and manufacture more collagen for you. Someone will come with a concern that most protein are usually, maybe the animal proteins, they have hard connective tissues, so this makes it hard for your stomach to digest them, which is true. Another thing on the plant proteins as well, they are not the best when it comes to digestibility to someone with an inflamed gut or someone with a serious gut issues or something like H. pylori or acid reflux. But there are food preparation methods that you can use. When you're cooking your meat, you can use pressure cooker because it makes them softer and makes them easy to digest. You can also mince your meat, by the way, and also you make sure that you cook them until they're tender. You can also use meat tenderizers, something like ginger, something like ukwaju, something like papain. They are very good and they are going to help you in making sure that your meat remains soft and it is still maintaining the same nutrients and it is digestible to someone who has inflamed gut. Another thing, you need to make sure that you're not over consuming these amounts of protein at a sitting, because you don't want to overburden or overtask your tummy again with the digestive enzyme, digestive acids and such, because they are going to maybe worsen the situation. When it comes to the plant-based protein sources like maybe the legumes, the beans, the njahe, the kamandes, the ndengu, you are advised to pre-soak them at least 12 hours. Pre-soaking not only improves digestibility, but it also improves the bioavailability of the nutrients in that particular meal. There's this mantra that when you're pre-soaking your beans, you're going to remove the water-soluble vitamins. But again, you're pre-soaking them for 12 hours and in cold water. So the losses are not going to be so much. And apart from that, you're going to improve digestibility and your body can access the nutrients better. And when they ferment, even better. The third food type that you want to incorporate into your day-to-day routine if you have issues with your gut is basically the vitamin C rich foods. But someone will tell you they are acidic, and we are told to usually avoid acidic foods when managing gut issues. Yes, that is very true, especially if you have issues with acidity. But Vitamin C rich fruits like apples might not be so bad, maybe because of the sugar, but something like lemon, if you drink some lemon water, there are studies that have shown that when the lemon gets into the stomach acids, it gets neutralized. Actually, it acts like a neutralizer. Another thing, vitamin C is a great antioxidant. Yes, we understand that inflammation is one of the reasons that we have inflamed gut. When you take up caution to help you deal with the inflammation part of it, by increasing your intake of antioxidants like vitamin C, you're going to reduce the oxidative stress in the body, and this will definitely help you in healing and repairing your gut. Another thing, vitamin C is also great for your immune system, so it's going to give a boost to your immune function, and your body is going to be able to fight off infections. Because you see, with an inflamed gut, you are a hub for the infectious agents like the bacteria, the yeast that can overgrow in your tummy, and this will bring further more problems, more acidity. And another thing, vitamin C rich foods are great for collagen production, and as I said, collagen is great if you're trying to heal and repair your gut. Are we together? At this point, I would like you to give this video a like if you've not done so. The other type of food that you need to incorporate into your day-to-day routine, it goes without saying, is fermented foods. Yeah. Fermented foods are going to help you increase the good cultures in the tummy, and this will help in reducing the numbers of the bad, creating a positive balance, and this will help in reducing the infections due to the influx of the bad bacteria, acidity because of the overgrowth of the bad bacteria, discomforts because of the pain that is caused due to the infections. One of the ways that you can do this, as I said earlier, you can do mala every now and then. You're also going to provide yourself with calcium. You're also going to provide yourself with vitamin D. You can also ferment your uji. Yes, maybe pure wimbi and mtama, then you ferment for like a day or two, then you cook. It is very good when it comes to improving your cultures. You can ferment your carrots, you can ferment your cabbages, you can ferment your fruits, by the way, but people over ferment for other reasons, unfortunately, but it's still not so bad for the gut. It's okay. And if by any chance you cannot access fermented foods, it's advisable that you do a probiotic supplement every now and then. Make sure that you click the links on the description box, because I have some awesome suggestions of probiotics and prebiotics that you can take up every now and then to help you improve your good cultures and heal your gut. How cool is that? Another thing that you need to increase your intake when you're having gut issues is water. In my previous video, this right here, I talked about water needs and how much water you need. Water is very important in how the body is going to function, and it is very important specifically on how your stomach and your gut functions. The first thing, water is a detoxifier. So it is going to help you in removing the toxins that you don't want, including flushing out some toxins and the bacteria and the yeast in your intestinal walls. Another thing, water is going to also help bowel movement, and this will reduce things like bloating, constipation, gas, and unnecessary discomforts here and there. So make sure that you take up enough water. Check out this video to see how much water you need a day, and make sure that you do that. Water is very necessary, and it is free in most cases when you're not buying the water. Take some water. The next thing that you need to do is increase your intake of natural herbs like ginger, garlic, turmeric, and maybe thyme. I'll talk about the first three because garlic is a known antibacterial, so it is going to help you in reducing the infectious bacteria in your tummy. It has also been shown to have an effect on the good bacteria. It promotes the growth of the good bacteria. We have ginger. Ginger is an antioxidant. It has a calming effect on the body, and it has phytonutrients that are very important, and they are going to reduce oxidative stress. We also have turmeric that has also very good antibacterial, antimicrobial properties. It is also going to supply with phytonutrients that are going to help you in reducing inflammation, reducing infections. They're also going to support your immune system, and apart from that, they add flavor and taste to food, because we also want to have good food. Who likes flat food? Not me. So instead of doing those spices that are loaded with harmful products like the monosodium glutamate or any other unnecessary additives that you don't need in your tummy, you can do the natural additives like ginger, you can do thyme, cayenne, pepper, you can do dhania, parsley, and such to help improve flavor and to provide you with phytonutrients, antioxidants, and help you in repairing your gut. Another thing that you need to do to help you heal and repair your gut is increase your intake of soluble fibers. There's a lot of caution when it comes to intake of fiber and gut issues. Fiber is good, but for someone with gut issues, it can worsen the situation. Most sources of fiber are usually very fibrous and basically the insoluble fiber, so they're going to corrode your stomach more. So if you have gut issues, it is advisable that you limit the intake of the fibrous vegetables, the fibrous fruits and such. One thing that you can do to ensure that you improve the digestibility of these vegetables is blanching. You can dip them in water, then you remove them, then you cut them into small pieces and then you steam them. When it comes to vegetables, you're not going to take up raw vegetables unless they are juiced, because we want to reduce the corrosion as much as we can. The food method that you can use for preparing your vegetables, you can actually steam them. For those ones that are a bit hard, you can boil them, then you maybe fry them, and make sure that you reduce your usage of oils and fats, unless you're using the MCTs and the good fats like maybe the olives, but again, you're also not going to overdo it. One of the fiber sources that I actually recommend for people with gut issues is something like maybe juicing cabbage or carrot, cucumber. You peel the cucumbers, you peel the carrots, because at this point we are not going to maximize on fiber. We want to get the vitamin A, we want to get the vitamin C in carrot, we want to get the beta carotene and phytonutrients, but we want to reduce our intake of the hard fiber, that is cellulose. We are going to peel our fruits and the vegetables that we can peel, then we slice them and then you can blend or juice them. If you blend in them, you can blend and you sieve the hard part out, then you drink that juice. It will be very good. It will help with digestion, it will help in improving bloating, it will help in kickstarting your day if you're struggling with constipation. And also, because of the healing powers of cabbage and carrots and cucumbers, you're going to be supporting your immune system by supplying adequate amounts of vitamin A, vitamin C, and they are very important. If you're limited in terms of vegetables, you can just take up the normal vegetables like maybe the skuma, the spinach, but you blanch them first and then you cook them on low heat for like until they are well cooked. This is not the time to take up raw vegetables. Of course, when you recover and when you start healing and your gut issues have toned down, then you can go back to eating your salads. It will be allowed. But for now, let's heal and repair our gut first. And another thing, when you're taking up raw vegetables, the probability of getting infectious agents into your tummy like bacteria are very high. So unless you actually thoroughly wash your vegetables well, it is advisable that you avoid raw vegetables if you have gut issues until you sort the ones that you have in the tummy. Another nutrient that you need to incorporate into your day-to-day routine is zinc-rich foods. Zinc is a great component that is needed in very small amounts, but the deficiencies are still there. And someone with gut issues, that is already a risk factor for zinc deficiencies, because there is altered metabolism, there is altered digestion, there is altered absorption and utilization of nutrients, and definitely zinc will be affected. Some of the foods that are rich in zinc, we have maybe eggs, we also have nuts and such, and other seeds. So because maybe taking up nuts might also be too much for your tummy because of the fiber content of nuts, you can always grind into powder form and take them up, or you can also grind them into some butter. Because nuts are rich in fats, if you grind them for long, they're going to give you something like peanut butter, but don't add sugar. Just take it up. A scoop a day will go a long way in providing you with essential fats, fiber, essential amount of zinc. If your diet is limiting, again, you can always take up zinc supplements. Another thing that you need to do to help you heal and repair your gut is avoid intake of sugar. Sugar is bad. Sugar is a toxin. Sugar is going to manipulate your bacteria and they affect the balance negatively. Another thing on sugar, it also affects the metabolism, how your body is metabolizing food, how your liver is functioning. And you see, the liver is our primary storage for most of the fat-soluble vitamins like the ADEC, the vitamin A, D, E, and K. And you see, if it's compromised, we are going to have some problems because you're going to be deficient in all these nutrients and our gut functionality will be affected in the long run. So another thing that you need to do to help you heal and repair your gut is the obvious one. Avoid the triggers. It is just as important as incorporating the good foods in your day-to-day routine. If you take wheat products, you get irritability in your tummy, avoid those. You might be lactose intolerant and you don't know. So if you take milk products and dairy products and you get issues with your tummy, also avoid those. If you take up any food product and you see that it is not working for you, avoid that. Even the ones that I've talked about. Another thing that you need to do to help you heal your gut is identify what food preparation methods work for you. if you have chronic gut issues, it will be advisable for you to get a pressure cooker, because when you're cooking with a pressure cooker, you're going to retain the nutrients, but you're also going to make sure that the foods are thoroughly cooked properly. And you see something like the hard vegetables, like the saga, you might need to boil them with a pressure cooker so that you make them more digestible. If I've left anything behind, please let me know in the comment section down below, and give this video a like if you have not done so, and please remember to subscribe so that we can grow and get to 1,000 subscribers. That was it from me. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Lilian Momina. I am a registered clinical nutritionist, and until next time, bye.